The next one is from Luke Smith.
Oh, nice.
Subject is Steve Austin. Hey guys, just listen to the mailbag and Conan and Disco talking about the BLM movement and not following the social media posts themselves. What does that mean? I was just checking out Steve Austin's Instagram a few weeks ago. He had a photo of himself with the face mask on a brewery plugging his Broken Skull beer. A fan commented, I can't believe you're wearing a face mask and gloves in public. What's wrong with you, Stone Cold? You used to be a badass. To which Stone Cold replied, you don't know shit about my protocol. Don't assume a goddamn thing, and you know the rest of the story. Then the last 5 or 6 of his photos are him at his ranch. He's bombarded by dozens and dozens of comments of, why haven't you supported Black Lives Matter? Don't you care about black people, Steve? You haven't said a single thing about it yet. He replied to one fan, shut the fuck up, dude. I keep my political opinions to myself, and now you're blocked. And we're in a world now where fans expect all celebrities to post content, vocal support of whatever's trending in the world.
Yes.
Luke Smith. Yeah, it's exactly. We talked about this the other day. It's ridiculous. You're not going to force me to comment on something because your interest level is high. You know, it's like I'll have the freedom to discuss what I want to discuss. You're not going to force me to discuss stuff that you want me to discuss. And I think that's I think that's what most people are.
There was
I mean, would you agree? You're that way, Conan?
Yeah, no, bro, I have faced racism. I'm the last person that can come out with that shit. But like I said, I'm even if it wasn't racism, I'm not gonna be. I don't have to show my support every single day by posting up pictures and you know what I'm saying.
Especially
if I feel like if I'm moved by it, I'll make a comment. And that's about it. You know.
So, you know what it's like. It's like I'm not gonna be forced to renew my wedding vows every 6 months.
Right.
It's like, if you want to know my position is this is pretty clear. Look at my past. I don't have to reiterate it every single time these things come up, you know?
Yeah.
So It's like, if you're new to the party, then sorry, you're new to the party.
What were you going to say, Joe?
There was a post the other day that was getting shared around, and I found it odd because it was obviously a Steve Austin fan page, like a phony account or whatever on Facebook, and it posted about how shitty the Confederate flag is, and it was basically talking like Austin in a promo about the Confederate flag, and it obviously wasn't him. But then I saw some Page retweeted it, and there's some other journalists and stuff retweeting it when it was obviously fraudulent. I just thought that was funny. Like, they didn't even take the time to look and realize that's clearly not Steve. No, I'm not saying he supports the Confederate flag, but they just shared this post that obviously wasn't him. It was weird.
I just think it's funny that we got into this point where people want, what people want to happen? And it's a lot of white people too. It's like they're playing this game where we're fishing and we're going to out a white guy for being racist or something. Like, we're going to find somebody who hasn't spoken on this and stuff and everything, and find maybe a tweet that he said 6 years ago or something, and we're going to find a racist. And it's like, this looks like that's what people are trying to do all day. They're trying to find racists, and something like, dude, that's I don't know. That's what it seems like, though. That like it's a game, you know. Do you see like that, Conan?
It's just very exhausting, bro.
It is exhausting, isn't it?
It's very exhausting, yeah. And it's like, my whole thing has always been like, the people that wouldn't see clearly that there's been racism, that there's been systemic racism. I think for a while, Disco, you were under that banner. I'm like, really? If you've lived in the United States, you know it exists. I can't believe it's taken this long for shit to start to really change. And it's unfortunate how it's divided our country, when we're more multicultural than ever. Because when I was a kid, it was very weird. You would see a black person with a white person holding hands or even talking in public, and now you see it everywhere. And
see it all over the place. Let me tell you something. There's racism might exist, but I'm sorry if we're doing a basic mathematical formula, if more integration means less segregation. I definitely think that we've definitely made strides over the years, towards the way we look at racism. Because like you said, there's a lot of interracial couples are just a thing these days. Like, it's not even you don't even think twice if there's an interracial couple. And like, how long ago were we like that was a big deal?
It was even
maybe like the late 90s, 2000ish, just maybe not
even, but that's always been a strange thing. Like, think about how decades and decades ago, like, if you were Italian and you dated like an Irish girl or vice versa, that was like frowned upon in the Italian community or the Irish community. Like, that's always kind of been hot button. But
especially since the Irishmen were blessed with the Irishman's curse. Nothing.
Yeah, they like to hit the sauce a little too much too. But No, I remember seeing interracial couples in my high school, and by then it was already like, nobody cared. That was the late '90s, so.